Hey, what's up guys, Alpha here and welcome back to another video. So this one is a bit different. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but first of all I wanted to show you the truck that we're driving in this video. This is the Jon Ruda's 389. Bought it last week and absolutely fell in love with it. It's honestly a really good truck. And the trailer is a Super B trailer by Sartana modding. He gave it for me for free, but it's a paid mod. But honestly, I think it's one of my favorite trailers for the game. It's just really nicely done. It has two versions of it. It has this one and then one that's like old and rusty, and it looks amazing. But I just thought that you know, this truck deserves a super clean trailer as well, so I used the clean one. It also comes with a lot of different cargo. Some is tarped, as you can see here, and some is just regular, but everything is really well done. So yeah, and this also, the yard is a paid mod that I was asked to show you guys. This is the yard by MattVT, I think. So if you like it, I think it's pretty good. And yeah, if you like it, then I'll have all the links in the description for all the mods. Anyways, let's just start the truck here, start driving, and then I'll talk a little bit about what's going on in this video. So yeah. I forgot I still have the weird clutch mod installed, so I'm using a manual gearbox. So there's probably going to be a few stalls in this video because I installed this clutch mod I found from the Steam workshop. I thought it, you know, would make the clutch a little bit more realistic, but in reality it's just sort of weird. So like the bite point, like there's no bite point really. It's just I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't even know how to really explain it. But yeah, so obviously this video, as I said, is a bit different. The reason is that I am talking and driving at the same time, which creates a few problems. First of all, I realized I don't have a microphone arm, so I can't have the microphone directly in front of me. So that's actually pretty bad. I'll try to fix it as soon as I can. Let's see if we can get going here. So the microphone is like almost a meter away from me, and you can probably hear like my wheel sounds and everything like that, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, and it's also kind of weird because I've never really done videos like this. I always, whenever I'm talking in a video, I have a script that I read from, and I record the audio after I've recorded the video, and I just read the script that I have written like word to word. So, you know, yeah, it's kind of weird, but let me guys know what you think about it. Anyways, also the sound is a paid mod. It's by Zeemods. It's the Detroit diesel D60, I think. I bought it with the truck actually, and I don't know, it sounds really good in my opinion, at least. So so yeah, forgot to tell you guys, we are driving in Texas today. I can't remember the actual cities, but I'll have them somewhere on this video. I am also the reason I haven't been uploading. I had a few plans to upload, you know, like 3 videos last week. Ended up uploading just 1. Is because I randomly started working on a new project that now is not finished, but it's going good. I randomly found out about a program called SimHub, and what this pretty much allows you to do is, I mean, it has a lot of features, but what I'm using it for is I have an iPad, so I can create a sort of like a virtual button box for my iPad. So I have my iPad right next to me right now, and if I click something on my iPad, you know, it does this in the game as well. And I found it really fun to try to design like a really good button box. So I spent a few days on that. I'll try to have some images or maybe like a short little video about the about, you know, pretty much my whole setup somewhere in this video. Also, if any Americans are watching this video, you probably have seen a little mistake. Oh shit. Which is, I am in Texas, but I'm driving a Super B trailer. I googled it, it's not legal in Texas, but I don't know, this combo, it just seemed so perfect for a video like this. So I just sort of thought, you know, not really a problem. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a game, and let's just pretend I have like a special permit or something. So yeah. Anyways, let me guys know what you think about videos like this. As I said, I will be ordering a microphone arm pretty soon, so I'll try to make these videos a bit better. But for now, you can probably, the audio is probably pretty horrible. But I'm recording it on 2 separate tracks, so I'll try to do some magic in the editing, trying to make it as good as possible for you guys. I mean, the truck just sounds so good. I mean, it's one of the best sounds I've gotten for the game, I think. Just, I don't know. Although lately I heard a little bit about a few other modders making similar sounds, and one of them is actually a free mod. So I might try that out at some point, you know, because if there's a free mod that's as good as a paid mod, there's no real reason to pay for a paid mod. So yeah, I'll probably test it out at some point, and you'll see that in a future video. So I had a little topic I wanted to discuss in this video, and this is actually about paid mods, because I got a few comments about how some of the mods that I'm showing in these videos are really expensive, and how SES should just do these things in the base game. which actually is a really good topic to talk about. And I also, last week I think I put together a list of all of the mods that I have bought for ETS2 and ATS, because I sort of started forgetting what mods I had bought and what, you know, I wanted to buy and stuff like that. So I put together a little list. I don't remember exactly how many mods I got, but probably forgot a few of them as well. But it came to about $400 in mods alone. You know, not including any DLC or the base game or anything like that. Which sounds a lot. And it is a lot. I mean, kind of weird to think about how the game is, you know, $20 I think, and then I spend $400 on modding. It's kind of weird, and I can totally understand how some people hate paid mods. But at the same time, I mean, it's a really complicated topic to talk about, because I've actually changed my mind like 10 times about paid mods. But right now what I'm thinking is that this game is like sort of a hobby to me. Like, it's not just another video game. I've played these games from SES Software since the day they were released. So for ETS2 it's been over 10 years, you know. It came out in 2012, and then ATS, that came out in, was it 2016, something like that. So it's been like almost, what, like 7 years, something like that. So, you know, and I've played them consistently, pretty much, not every day, but every week at least. So it's sort of like a hobby to me, and putting $400 to your hobby in the span of like 10 years really isn't that bad. I think the problem is that some paid mods are not good at all, but if you know how to find the best paid mods, you know, like most of the ones that I show here in my videos, I think it's totally fine. It really enhances the gameplay experience so much. Like right now, pretty much everything you see in this video is a paid mod. The map is a paid DLC, but I have a graphics mod, truck mod, trailer mod. The wheels on the truck and trailer are paid. The sound is a paid mod. So it sounds like it's a lot, right? And I mean it is, but like over the years, just gathering mods from here and there, I think it's totally fine. I mean, there's also this whole like legal question about it, but I really don't want to get into it, other than just saying that it's probably not legal what, you know, the mod authors are doing. They don't have permission, stuff like that. So if SES wanted, they could pretty much just shut down every single person who sells their mods, but they are not doing it, which is good. So yeah, it's obviously some mods are really like overpriced. There are a few modders, not a few, a lot of modders who try to scam people. You know, really, the only time I buy a mod is if I do some research for the mod author. I see that they have been active in the community for probably years, and they promise free updates, and they actually deliver. Like if you buy a mod and then you get, like, the game gets updated and the mod isn't working anymore, then most of the paid modders will update the mod for you for free. So, you know, that's a very, very important thing as well to look out for. And yeah, I mean, there's also on the Truck Sim Reddit, there's a post about the like approved paid mods for both games. So if you want, I'll have a link in the description for it, if I remember. So yeah, I mean, okay, now is the time where I struggle with a video like this. I don't really have anything to talk about. I don't want to just sit here in silence. So I don't really know what to do here. If you guys are interested in the SimHub dashboard that I built, it's not ready yet at all. The design is kind of weird and not everything is working as it should. But if you see the videos or the images and like what you see, let me know, and maybe I'll release it somewhere, maybe on my Discord or something. So if you have like an old tablet laying around in the house, or even a phone, really. Phone is kind of weird because, you know, it's a little bit too small for stuff like that, but it probably would be totally fine. Here we see the amazing AI. I mean, it was my mistake, I was in the wrong lane, but still. But yeah, join my Discord server, so if you're interested in the SimHub dashboard, then I will probably upload it there and help you guys out with the configuration as well, because essentially what this dashboard is, it emulates your keyboard. So for example, right now, if I click the lights icon on my dashboard, it actually just sends a command to my PC and clicks the L button on my keyboard. So the problem here is that if you download my dashboard, then all of the key bindings are mine, which some of them are weird. I have like a custom setup that I have used for years, I'm really used to it. And it's, you know, for example, like engine start is F1 for me, wipers are P, the suspension settings, which aren't working right now because I'm trying, are like period and dashes and stuff like that. So essentially, if you download it and started using this dashboard, you would either have to rebind all of your keys to match mine, or you would have to go into the dashboard studio and change the keybinds from there. So it's not hard at all, it's really easy. I can show you guys how to do it, but it's a little bit of work to get it working exactly as you want. And it also shows some information about your load and your trip and your truck and everything like that, so I don't have to bring up this menu if I want to see how much I have left on my drive. For example, right now it says 158 miles, and it shows like the cargo weight and everything like that as well. So it's a really useful tool. I'm really happy I put in the time and effort to make it work, because I've been thinking about buying an actual button box for the games, like a physical button box, and I also thought about making one myself because, you know, I have all the soldering irons and everything, and at some point I was kind of really into like little projects like with Arduinos and stuff like that, so I technically know how to make a button box, but I looked into it and it actually is kind of expensive if you want to make a really nice one. So the people selling them for like $200 or something like that, they're a bit overpriced, but at the end of the day it's like it's handmade, and if it's like a really good quality product and the materials that they used for the button box are already like €100 or something like that, so it's actually a pretty expensive project. This is okay, I did not plan this. This is another yard you saw in my last video. It's also a paid mod. It's by Frankenstyle Customs. It's like a logistics yard, and as you can see, the FPS absolutely tanked driving, you know, next to it. It has problems with performance, but you saw it in my last video. It was actually pretty nice. Something that I wish SES did on their own as well. But also there's in the last video I also had a few comments about how they wish that the paid mods we have would be made by SES themselves, so we would have like really detailed trucks and really detailed logistics centers and stuff like that. Obviously that would be ideal, but what I think is happening is that SES has so much on their plate. Like if a modder decides to make a new logistics center, they can focus as much time as they want on that one thing, while in SES they have to make like the whole of Texas or something like that. So it takes them a lot longer, and they can't focus on just one thing for as long as they need, because obviously it's a business and they have to get the DLC out as soon as possible. And paid mods, I think really, like, paid mods have been around for ages, but I think in the last few years they got really popular, and I think they got really popular with ATS. When ETS2 first came out, there was no paid mods at all. Some came out with paid mods, but it's mostly free mods. And with ATS now we see paid mods absolutely everywhere. So really you just sort of have to be smart about what mods you buy. I think there are, as I said, I think there are some amazing mods that really enhance the gameplay so much. Like right now I'm absolutely loving the truck that I bought, the graphics mod that I bought. Graphics mod, what did I say? Did I say traffic mod? Graphics mod, that's what I meant. So, you know, yeah. I already talked about it, but I think some paid mods are totally fine. I don't know if I should talk about it yet, but as I don't have anything to talk about, I'll just mention real quickly that you guys know I'm using a Tobii Eye Tracker 5 to look around the cabin right now, and it's I bought it last year. I've had it for, I'd say, about 6-7 months now, and I use it in every single one of my videos. And even if I wasn't making videos, I would still absolutely love this thing. It's really nice. It does have a few like problems when you have a full setup, you know, sometimes like the sensors in the device don't see your head if you're like behind the wheel or something like that. Like if I duck down right now, moving my head, you know, the sensors can't see me. So it's not 100% perfect, but I think it's still worth buying for literally everyone who plays this game. And the exciting news is that I got like a affiliate link with them. It's still in the works, and as soon as it's launched, I'll add it in the comments. Not in the comments, but in the video description. So if you want to buy this the Tobii eye tracker, then I'll have a link for it. And if you use my link, it supports the channel, and you also get a little discount. I think about 7 or 5% discount. So that's actually pretty exciting. Because I, you know, absolutely love this thing. It's really good. Anyways, it's kind of weird when I'm talking. I'm focusing on talking so much that I don't really pay too much attention to the game. So this trip has gone pretty quickly, actually. And I don't even remember all the places I drove through, which is kind of funny, I guess. There also might be some cuts in the video that normally aren't there, just because maybe I start talking about something that I like midway through forget what I wanted to say or something, and it's kind of weird. So I'll just cut the video. We'll see. I mean, I might not even upload this video if it doesn't turn out that well. Now this is... I've never seen this intersection. It's actually kind of interesting. And also another great feature about the dashboard is I added a full screen map to this thing, so I can see my truck position in the game, and if I click on the full screen icon, I can see where I am in the world, which is kind of cool as well. So if there's a place I don't know, I haven't seen before, then I can just open up the map and see where I'm from, so I can remember to come back to it at some point. It's crazy, the truck speed limits in America. I mean, right now the speed limit is 80 miles per hour. I'm going 75 miles an hour, which is 120 kilometers per hour. Just think about that. If you're from Europe, you know that most countries in Europe have a truck speed limit of 80 kilometers per hour, which I don't even know what that is in miles per hour, but it's probably like 50 or 60 miles per hour. Probably 50. Some countries have 90. And like that's the absolute max you can ever drive in a truck. And right now I'm going 120 kilometers per hour. I mean, just like thinking about that in real life, that would be so scary. Like I am not at all used to that. So you guys over in the States are pretty crazy. But then again, like in California, for example, I think it's 55 miles per hour, which is a bit more reasonable. But now coming from like Texas going to California, like 55, it just seems so slow. I like how in Texas they SES make like the on and off ramps a lot longer. Like if you go back to California or some you know, older DLCs, you'll see that like the on and off ramps are like really small. Like you have to brake so much earlier, and getting back into the traffic is like an absolute nightmare because you just don't have the space to speed up, so you pretty much have to either stop or cut someone off. Anyways guys, we are nearing the end of the video here. Just 6 miles to go here. I think it was a really nice trip. Yeah guys, let me know what you think about this video. Obviously if I start doing more of these videos, I'll get better at it and they'll get a bit more interesting. But I guess I just, you know, have to start somewhere. And I really hope that the audio isn't absolutely horrible. I know it's probably not really good, but I hope it's at least good enough that you'll watch the video. And I'll try to fix that as soon as I can. I'll probably, if this video turns out okay, I'll probably order a microphone arm today. And maybe be able to use it in my next video already. Did you guys just see there was a tree falling down in the background there? Kinda cool. Okay, so where is the drop-off point here? I have the, oh no, it's right there. I don't have the advanced parking for double trailers turned on right now, so it's a really easy park job here. Because I just, for the life of me, like I cannot reverse these trailers. I just, like, my mind just shuts off. Okay, and there we go. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. I know it was probably a little bit weird, but I think, like, I don't know, I wanted to do this sort of video for probably years now, and somehow finally I thought it's time, let's try this out. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like on the video and you know, comment and say what you thought about this video, and if you like it, then I'll definitely make more of these videos. If you have any suggestions for what mods or what to make the next video about, let me know as well. And yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I will see you in my next video.